Hello and hello, hope you're doing okay. Welcome to episode 66 of Look Back. Yeah, basically I look back at what I reviewed 1 year ago and 5 years ago and see whether I essentially agree or not with what I said at the time. Whether there's anything unusual as well, such things that have been discontinued this afternoon. So quite an interesting one generally, so should be quite good to go over the archives and see what was reviewed a few years back. So yeah, now normally I do give away 10 memberships every month, 5 for the first week and 5 for the second week, but let me just... move that a bit, there we go. But basically, for some reason, I can't anymore. I don't know why. YouTube, the option isn't there anymore. It's disappeared. It kind of half disappeared before, but I found a way to find it. But the way I used to find it has now disappeared as well. So I don't know. I sort of tried to ask YouTube to sort it out, basically. And long story short is, it was like talking to a brick wall. And I don't know. So they said they'd get in touch with someone about it. And anyway, customer service these days seems to be very unusual. It's very sort of almost like you're talking to a chatbot. And sometimes you think, am I actually talking to a chatbot? And but I think it's because they have lots of automated responses where they'll click a button and it says, "Oh, thank you for I'm very sorry to hear about your thing, and you mean so much to me," and stuff like that, But it feels like so fake and false. Oh, hi there, Alan. Great to see you. Yes, how are we doing today? I'm not doing too bad, thank you, Alan. How are you doing? How's the chocolate situation? Yes, and anything new? Didn't you say you got something last week and you were going to try it this week? I can't quite recall what that was now. I can't remember. It's left my mind. But anyway, whatever you've had, I hope you had a lovely one. And and how are you doing today, Alan? How are you doing? Oh, well, yeah, not doing too bad, thank you. Not doing too bad. I'm going to try and start cutting down again now. I feel like I've been eating too much recently. I need to cut down a bit. Difficult really. I've done a review today. I basically compared Galaxy, Dairy Milk, Milka, and also Yorkie as well. So I've done that today. So hopefully I'll publish that soon as well. But so we'll see. So there we go. So right, let's start. So if you see me looking off to one side or another, it's because basically I've got my notes on one side, I've got the chat on another side, and I've got some other thingy-bobs on other sides as well. So basically I've got all sorts going on. So so I'm not kind of being a bit weird by looking off onto one side or whatever. It's just basically this on the left-hand side as I look, on the right as you see me looking. I've got my essentially my interface open, so this is where I've got all the graphics and stuff like that. So that's the gist of it. That's why it might seem a bit weird every now and again. So yes, so let's. I was going to put that. Well, I'm going to put the bottom one up already. Yeah? Let's put this one up. So let's see if I can find. I always forget. I always forget to check, and always. So yeah, 1 year ago. There we go. So yes. Trying to cut back on the choc too. Yes, for a while. Not saying to try not to have any in the house. Yeah, it's very difficult, isn't it? Yeah, it's difficult trying not to have any in the house. Good idea that really. Obviously, I can't I can't have any in the house because I've got tons of it to review. But yeah, it takes a lot of willpower. I did manage it when I was losing weight not long ago. I just wasn't eating any. I just would have my reviews, and I might eat like a chunk a day or something, like a little segment of chocolate a day maybe. And I was really restricted on it, and. I'm struggling to get back to like that now. I can't do it anymore. So once you've done it for a couple of weeks, the challenge is doing it for the first 2 weeks. I found maybe a week, but 2 for sure. And if you can get past that hurdle, that's when it's really straightforward. Then you're used to it. Your body's used to it. You're not hungry all the time. You're not craving stuff all the time. But it's that first 2 weeks I've always found it's the most difficult part really. And so if you can get past that, you're sorted. Is the gist of it. So yeah, that's the challenge. I feel I would jump off the wagon, get myself a big fruit and nut Toblerone as well. That was what it was. That was it. What we spoke of last week. Yeah, I know. That's it. And you get this one thing. And what I've noticed, Alan, as well, is I've discovered it Asda's cake range. They've got these little well, they are little, but they're not little really. Like they sell these cakes in like green boxes, like their Excellence range or something, about £4, £3.50 to £4, and they're actually really nice cakes. One of them needed was like a sort of. I think it was like a strawberry crumble cake or something. Basically, it was like a Victoria sponge, more or less. Probably had some kind of special jam in it. But the top of the cake was like a crumble, like an apple crumble. And really nice it was. And I've been looking at some others in the range. I've not got them yet, but they all look quite nice, actually. And they're reasonably priced as well. I mean, I know £3.50 is still quite, not cheap, but it's not bad for a cake that's pretty, quite tall, quite round. Pretty good, actually. I was quite impressed actually. Some cakes you can buy, you can buy ones that may be twice as big or something for £10-15. So I thought, for £3.50 wasn't bad. Grapes and pineapple just don't cut it, no. They certainly don't. And the thing is as well, yeah, when I was losing weight, to be honest with you, it was a case of I tried not to eat early on in the day. as much as I could, and then I would have, well, not treat myself at night, but have more food at night then, basically. Because I thought, well, if I eat during the day and then have to not eat at night, I'll be hungry at night and I'll be wanting to eat something. So I thought, well, if I can do without it in the day, and I can have something to look forward to. But yeah, unfortunately, as far as treats are concerned, I think it's a difficult one. I think I think you just can't really win, basically. you know, yeah, I think that's the problem, unfortunately, with cutting down on things. But yeah, it's very frustrating, very difficult. But you do, once you've done those first couple of weeks, you feel so much better for doing it, because you can see the results a bit as well. You feel slimmer, you feel better. So you've just got to do those 2 weeks, and it's not an easy 2 weeks, basically. But you've just got to do it. I mean, you were thinking about learning Weight Watchers. Apparently, it's going under or something, isn't it? Because all these sort of these sort of fat reduction jabs that people can get now, and it just goes to show really that if the really Weight Watchers was, well, I wouldn't say it was, obviously it does work for some people, but you've got to keep it up with Weight Watchers. You can't just do it until you've lost weight. Like I'm finding out now, I need to stop. I'm starting eating again. You've got to just change forever. Unfortunately, it's really difficult. You've done an amazing weight loss job. Oh, thank you, Alan. Thank you. Yeah, well, I'm putting it back on a bit now. I need to cut down again. I've got to stop. So hopefully from today onwards, I'm going to try and get back to how I was, really. So yeah, because I've definitely put it. I can feel it getting back on. So yeah, it's just that's the next trouble, is keeping it off. And once you start going back into the old habits, they start building back up again, and you're back where you were. It's very, very difficult, I think, to be honest with you, staying underweight, losing weight and staying underweight, or staying the right weight. Not easy at all, really isn't. Especially when you love food, because most people who are overweight are probably people who love food. Let's face it. So, it's or just very unlucky. So that's the thing. No idea. But there we go. There we are. Well, there we go. Yeah, the fruits and nut Toblerone. That was the one I remember you saying. But did you actually? I don't know if you bought it or whether you'd seen it. I've not seen it anywhere, unfortunately. Apparently, there's a new Jaffa cakes out as well at the moment. Honey something or other. I don't know. I've not seen it yet. Apparently, it's in Asda, but I went today, didn't see it. So no joy as yet. Hopefully, I'll keep my eye out for that, and hopefully, we'll get that. Sounds an interesting one for sure. Oh dear. But yes, right. What did we review 1 year? 1 year ago, it's not a bad one. This one 1 year ago. It's a Magnum Chill Blueberry Cookie. It was, yeah. So that's available. I'll put the links for all these ones in the description after the event. But if you're a Bronze Hour member above, you can go see that review. Going to do some more ice cream ones at some point soon. Got loads. I've literally got a freezer full of ice cream that I've just got to review. It's mad, and I'm not exaggerating. It's pretty much literally full. Goodness me, yeah. Because I was cutting down the weight. Ice cream's the one thing. It's very difficult, and of course, it's hard to put it back, especially when it gets nicer as you eat it because it melts and things. So ice cream, yeah, difficult one. So I've not really been reviewing it much lately. So yeah, but anyway, Magnum Chill Blueberry Cookie. Yes, that'll be that's a memory excuse from a year back. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Then what do we have for the regular ones? So I'll get the major graphics back up. Let's see. I think I think we always do 5 years back, don't we? Generally, I think that's usually the one I do. So we'll skip to 5 years. How about that? So look, what is year 2020? Yeah, still 5 years back, isn't it? All right. Yeah, goodness me, 2020. Yeah, 2020. Goodness. Right. Anyway, so what did we review 5 years back? Let's have a look. Let's see anything. Anything exciting? Well, I got this one, Ritter Spud. Now, when I first started doing the channel, I tried to review lots of non-UK stuff, random stuff, different stuff, obscure stuff, and I kind of soon found that people don't really search for that. People search for dairy milk and stuff like this. So yeah, they weren't very popular, these ones. So one of those, I need to kind of get back. Well, I think nowadays it might be a bit better, just because I've got more subscribers and things, but it didn't really attract the people I thought it would do. Yeah, hello Andrew, good to see you. Good to see how you're doing, Andrew, today. How are you doing? Yeah, any chocolate antics? Hopefully so. Hopefully so. Now it's June now, Andrew, isn't it? When did the white chocolate Maltesers come out? Is it? Are they out yet? I assume they're not. I'm sure it wasn't this soon, but I remember you saying June. So hopefully. But anyway, this one Mandel. I think that's almond Mandel in German, basically. So let's have a look if I can find my notes. Yes, Mandel Zauber, magic almond. That is basically. So I think Zauber. Well, maybe Mandel's. No, I'm sure Mandel's almond. Yeah, so I gave these. What did I give these ones? The Ritter Sport's a funny one, isn't it? Not as massively as big in UK. Even 3.5 out of 5. Full of chopped almonds, I said. full of chopped almonds, very crunchy, almost like biscuits. So almonds are a one nut that actually can come across a bit biscuit-like, so I quite like them generally. But there's no real almond taste, and I'm not a big fan of Ritter Sport chocolate. It's a bit too creamy for me. So I think I'll give this one the benefit of the doubt, and I think I'll say it's the same, because I think it probably, I think the chopped almonds are nice. They've done some really nice almond ones, the Ritter Sport, actually, where it's like honeyed almonds, things like that, and they really taste quite nice. But these ones here didn't really have much of an almond taste or anything, really. So there we go. Yes, off to Italy next week. Or whereabouts in Italy? Whereabouts? You might have you been to Italy before, Andrew? I'm sure you were. Did you go last year? So I report on the choc situation now, and I get there. White Maltesers are out sometime in June, and dipped white twirl has already been spotted. Goodness me, I'll have to look out for that then. Dipped white twirl then, eh? Yeah, I'll have to. It's usually Co-op, isn't it? And Morrison seems to be the place. And Spar actually seems to be seems to have everything in it. Spar and all the new stuff. So I'm up to maybe I'll take a trip there. I was trying. Did he still do Milky Way crispy rolls? Have those been cancelled now? I thought he'd come back or something. Anyway, I went to the newsagents today, but they didn't have them. So I was trying to do like a crispy roll special, because I've got Bounty crispy roll, I've got Snickers crispy roll, I think I've got, I don't know, Galaxy one, I think, and something else. Maybe, I don't know what the other one is. I've got 4 of them anyway. But then I thought, well, I'll do Milky Way at the same time, but I don't know if they do it anymore, typically. Maybe you're having a good time in Italy, Andrew. Hope you have a good time. How long are you going for? 2 weeks? Lost 2 stones since this time last year. Well done. A combination of intermittent fasting and eating less quantity-wise. But I haven't changed what I'm eating. Still enjoy some healthy, someone healthy. Yeah. Well, it's quantity, isn't it? I think quantity is generally the gist of it. Because basically you've got, generally, I don't know, I'm not a nutritionist, but essentially you've got an allowance every day, haven't you, of so many calories. And as long as you eat over that, basically over the week or whatever, then you won't put weight on. So yeah, I think it's the gist of it. But it's easier said than done. But well done, Andrew. It's a good result, that 2 stone, as I say. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Right, and what else did we review? So I'm just trying to get my notes again. Right, yes. So what else did we get? What else did we do? Let's have a see. Just regular Maltesers. Speaking of which, Andrew. Maltesers, just regular ones for this time. Hello, Joe. Good to see you. How are you doing? How's things in Brazil today? What's the situation like? Hopefully not too warm, but it probably is. Hope you're doing well. I'm not doing too bad, Joe. Yeah. How are you doing? What's new where you are? Hopefully you're doing okay. Good to see you as well. Good to see you. Yeah. So Maltesers of all things. Yeah. So I'm obviously probably reviewed these before, but I gave these a 4 out of 5 basically. This bag that I got, this isn't a picture of the bag I got, but I got the bag I did get was actually full to busting. It was really full, the bag I got, really, which is surprising. These days, not the case, is it, generally? But I thought generally Maltesers are nice. Chocolate works well. I thought they were quite dry though, I think they got a bit, as you ate more of them, I think it was a bit difficult to just keep eating them, but that's probably a good thing. Not too bad, of course. You can keep munching away at them, but it's a 4 out of 5. I mean, that's probably about right again for Maltesers, a 4 out of 5. I feel like they're not really... Are they anyone's favourite things, Maltesers? Maybe Andrew's, I don't know, white chocolate Maltesers. But I don't know if they're generally people's favourite chocolate. They just have a nice... a nice... They sort of... I don't know, they fill a spot, don't they, basically? You know what I mean? So, yeah, so I think same. I think 4 out of 5 is about right, really. I don't think they're going to... typical chocolate's 3 out of 5, as I say, so it's still nice. Above average, for sure. Maltesers. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely room for more from Maltesers. Either something else in there, a flavouring or something like that. You know what I mean? It's one of those. Now, I might have mentioned before. Those you might have missed it. I can't, for some reason, I can't gift any memberships. It's usually I get 10 free a month. But YouTube, for whatever reason, the option's not appearing there. I don't know why it is. It half disappeared last month, but I found a way to do it, and that way to do it no longer works either. So I don't know. I don't know what it's going on. So I reported to YouTube today. The guy was useless that I was speaking to. Yeah, basically, he just went through all the basics and stuff like that. But it didn't really help out much. Right, so we've got the Cadbury Dark Milk Giant Buttons. Remember these? Yeah, are these still around? I think they might be. Yes, got to scoop a huge handful in at once, though. It's the law, yeah. Oh, dear me. Was that one of the adverts? Well, I'm sure the advert had a similar quote to that, or something like it's the law or something like that. I think like it did. Yeah, honestly. But yes, they definitely have to have you have to have 3 or 4 at once, that's for sure, if not more. Cloudy day, 19 degrees. That's probably, well, what's it, where cloudy, well, it's usually cloudy where we are anyway. But 19 degrees would be considered relatively hot. I think here it's probably 15 or something. Got some kind of weather thing. 13 degrees, I think, here, Joe. Yeah, honestly. Not many new products this week I've seen. Only cherry jammy Dodgers. Now the Belmont biscuits past fruit Jaffa cakes. I see. Have you seen this new McVitie's hot honey Jaffa cakes? Look bizarre. I've heard of them. I went to try and find them today, but I didn't see them. That's what. Yeah, I just mentioned at the start of the stream actually. Yes, I think Egg in Discord mentioned this. Yeah, so I'm looking for. It do sound very strange. Hot honey Jaffa cakes. It does sound a bit of a weird flavour, that doesn't it? Yeah, I feel like with Jaffa cakes, you just can never beat the originals. You know, it's very hard, no matter what flavour you go for. As nice as they might be, the originals just always seem to just work the best. Yeah, so we'll see. Cherry Jammy Dodgers. I'm sure they've done Cherry Jammy Dodgers before. I feel like they have done. I want biscuits, fruit Jaffa cakes. If you really want to get really good giant chocolate buttons, try the M&S gigantic chocolate buttons. Absolutely huge. It's nice 35% cocoa milk chocolate as well. Bigger than the old Yorkie buttons. Really, goodness me. I'll have to look out for those then. I don't know if I've yes, seen those before. Yeah, it's interesting that. I knew they had big ones there as well, but there we are. Yes, there we go. Godiva doing a Dubai chocolate bar now, so it's £10 for a regular sized bar, similar to that Lindt one. Goodness me, yeah, Godiva, another one of those kind of companies, aren't they, really, that sort of, you charge a lot of money. Now, I might be about to get a parcel through the post. You might hear some banging or something like that, or maybe the door going, so we'll see what happens, but yes. Aldi passion fruit Jaffa cakes, not passion fruit. Okay, yes. Look out for those then, that's an interesting one. Yeah, I think, I'm sure, what's it, McCall's have done it, haven't they? They did a passion fruit one. I'm sure McVitie's did, didn't they, really? So there we go. Yes, honestly. And congrats on your weight loss, Andrew. Yes, oh yeah, it's nice of you to say, Joe. Yes, I think yeah, I need to, as I say, just saying to Alan before, I need to there we go. Yeah, don't you hear that bang? Yep, something just came through the post. I need to get back on my weight loss as well. I think, just to get back on track. I definitely feel like I'm slowly but surely putting it back on. But yes, these were, I gave 2 out of 5. These ones I gave. I said they were rich and creamy, but the bag was only a third full to start with, and the creamy and the rich taste didn't really work well together. I didn't think. It didn't feel like a Cadbury product either. They just weren't very nice, really. The one dark milk that did work, I think it was Aero dark milk. I think, and the Ritter Sport one he did. I can't remember. Something that had a funny name for it, Doctor Cocoa or some kind of, I don't know what it was called. Yeah, but that was an interesting one. Yeah, there's only a couple of them that were, but a lot of them I didn't think were that great actually. And Cadbury Dark Milk was one of them, unfortunately. So yeah, a bit of a disappointing one, that one. I don't think anyone really took to the Dark Milk from Cadbury. I don't know. Yeah, so I think, to be honest with you, I think I have to move the thing, haven't I? So I think for me, it's probably about the same, really. Lower if anything, but I think I don't think I can give it to any lower to be. I think it would be about a bit unfair. About the same, I think, for me. Yeah. The M&S gigantic choc buttons are absolutely huge. If you eat 2 at once, it's very satisfying. They do regular milk choc, mint and orange versions, so it's bigger than Cadbury Mega Buttons. Goodness me, I'll look out for those. I feel like, did I have them before? Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I'll look out for them, Andrew. I will have to look out for those. Yeah. Sometimes with M&S, they're so annoying with their stock. They just don't have things in sometimes. You don't even know if they exist if you're just going at the wrong time. So M&S, yeah, they can be a bit of a pain, M&S, I think. But anyway, I'll look out for those. Look out for them. All right. And what else have we got? We got, oh yes, Ben & Jerry's. And what they actually call these ones. Ben & Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough chunks. These ones are. Yeah, so I gave these... You think that cookie dough is my favourite Ben & Jerry's base generally, although maybe I prefer half baked now, I'm not sure, but cookie dough was for a long time. Give it 3.5 out of 5, so you think I'd be a lot better than this. So there's plenty in the packets. So basically like the little bits of cookie dough that you get in usually in cookie dough Ben & Jerry's, without all the ice cream and things, but still frozen, so they are a cold product still. Taste like doing the ice cream tubs, but they don't work without the ice cream, basically, I thought. They're very sugary, so you can taste like the sugar crystals in them almost. And they're very dry without the ice cream as well, so I kind of thought they just didn't work without the ice cream. So they were still nice, but I don't know. Yeah, just needed the ice cream. So I think for these ones, I will mark them down, I think. Because they just needed the ice cream, they just weren't. I mean, they were still nice. Maybe it's been a bit harsh. You could use them with other ice cream as well, I guess. You're probably not meant to eat them on their own. So there is that. So obviously if you do put them with other ice cream, then I think you're on to a good 4 out of 5 at least. But yeah, just a bit disappointing. Cadbury Dark Milk was basically rebranded Milka Dark Milk. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, Andrew. It just didn't feel like a Cadbury product at all. And then the bars were quite thin. You can still get them, can't you? But I don't hear anyone talking about it at all. You know, really don't. And I don't know. Maybe that's why, because it's just a Milka rebrand. You can just easily just pack it off or something like that. But yeah, don't know. Wasn't ever really a fan of it. Didn't really do it for me at all. Cadbury. I'll say some of them were all right. Some dark milks. Don Choco, that was it. Don Choco, the Ritter Sport one. That was actually quite nice. And I think it was I'm sure it was the Aero Dark Milk as well. Was quite nice as well. Yeah, I know. I keep tempted to say it was the Galaxy one. But I'm quite sure it wasn't the Galaxy one. I'm sure that was terrible. So yes. So there we go. Yeah, obviously. But yeah, I think that's all we did 5 years ago. Well, I did do more, of course, but for this segment. So yeah, so we'll change the graphics. Let's have a look. 1 year ago, that's a good start. So let's have a look, and then can we get the other one in? Let's see, can I? Maybe not, I don't know. I always lose track where the other graphic is, basically. Shouldn't be that difficult, but there we go, yeah, there we are. All right, there we go, did it. Okay, there we go. So 1 year ago, what did we do 1 year back? Let's have a look. Let's have a see. I did the first one, well, first of all, I did my own custard cream chocolate bar. If you remember that, I made my own custard cream chocolate bar. Very, excuse me, very interesting one, this one, and it really went down the street. I think I shared it with some friends when they came over for an evening, and they all loved it, really nice. So but what I did was I melted some caramel chocolate, blonde chocolate, and I took the tops off about 8 custard creams. I crushed down using a pestle and mortar all the tops, and then mixed it in with the blonde chocolates, and then poured that into a mould, and then put the other halves of the what's it called, the custard creams into the mold. So basically, you see the top of the biscuit, and the cream side will be inside the chocolate itself. So and then I put that to set, and it was just so nice. It was really nice. You could see like the bottoms of the biscuit in the 4 segments or whatever, and yeah, lovely. Lovely it was. It just worked really. Whether I should use white chocolate, I'm not sure, but it worked really well. And I actually reviewed it myself, and I gave this quite a high score actually. Of course, could be a bit biased, but 4.5 out of 5 I gave it, and I thought it was very nice actually. And it's very easy to make and really really nice chocolate bar actually. So I think I don't think it's quite a 5. I thought it could have more if I gave it maybe put more cream in there, managed to get more custard cream in place or something like that. But yeah. So, I think I'll give it the same though. 4.5 out of 5. Really nice. Recommended to do that for sure. If you're dead easy to do, as I say, just get some custard cream, some blonde chocolate, melt it, get a chocolate mould, and pour it in, and then just put the custard creams just inside the chocolate essentially. I took off the tops, as I say, crushed the tops into powdery biscuit crumb, and then mix that in with the chocolate first. But however you do it, you can't really go too far wrong. Very nice, that one. Very nice indeed. Yeah, definitely recommend it. I wanted to do more of it. I did a Jaffa Cake biscuit bar as well, chocolate bar as well. And that was very nice. Using the same technique basically, but with different chocolate. Yeah, really nice. There's possibilities on this. There's a Skittles one as well, I think. I did a Tutti Frutti one. Not the jelly midget gem one, I think. But I don't know if I ever published that review of that. I'm not sure. But yeah, so possibilities are almost endless. Alright, so now what else do we have from a year back? Yes, had the Twix Secret Santa biscuits as well. Quite funny, Secret Santa. Basically just got like a Santa in it really. They do a few of these Mars or whoever. I think they've done a Mars one itself, a Bounty one. Probably a Galaxy one at one point, although I feel that's been discontinued. I don't think they've ever done a Snickers one. So the usual suspects other than the Snickers basically. So it looks great. Caramel colour was lovely. It looked just like the caramel colour on it's just like the colour on the packet really, and it replicates the Twix experience perfectly. But that's because it basically is a Twix. I mean, a Twix is essentially this, except in a different shape. So it was a bit of a it's a bit of a pointless product basically. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 because it was just Twix is probably, I prefer Twixes as well. I prefer the way a Twix is in the finger form. I feel like it was just basically a bit better, really. Nothing more secret than a secret shown as advertised on the packet. I know, yeah. I know they do give away the spoiler there, don't they? That's for sure. Maybe you should blur it out like they do sometimes in these things. That'd be quite amusing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it sounds good though, doesn't it? But yes, it is a bit of a silly name, really. honestly. But these were a bit of a pointless product. They just tasted just like Twixes. They were no different. I don't know what the point of them was. So basically, Twix is probably a 4 out of 5. I quite like Twixes, although they do taste a bit bland. They just hit a spot really, Twixes. But yeah, I think for me these was probably about the same, 3.5 out of 5 again, basically. Not a massive Twix fan, but I really do like the white ones. They're really funny bar Twix. I find them taste better refrigerated. But I did like the salted caramel ones. I thought they were really nice. The salted caramel ones. They're well worth a check. Yeah, the white ones. I have had them in the past as well, but I can't remember. I'll have to try them again. Yeah, I think sometimes white chocolate can make a massive difference. You know. Speaking of white chocolate, Andrew got some as well. I got a pack of white chocolate Twixes recently, and I've forgotten how much I like them. So there we go. Endorsement from Andrew as well. They've got this rare combination of white chocolate and caramel that really works with biscuit and everything. Yeah, great minds think alike. Certainly do, yeah. I'll have to try them again then, really. I do recommend the salted caramel ones because they were very nice. Don't know, I thought it was one of the better... From memory, I remember thinking it was one of the best salted caramel products there were, really. I mean, that's not to say it is the best, but it's... you know, I just remember thinking this really stands out. You know, a lot of salted caramel stuff didn't really taste it salted. You know, it just tasted quite normal really. But that one seemed to work very nice. I was quite impressed with it. But I will try the white chocolate ones. Yeah, maybe then I'll have to do a re-review of those. I think. Cisco had 9 packs of small single finger Twixes. They had the regular ones, the white ones, and the salted caramel ones. Yeah, maybe I'll do a special, all 3 at once. Maybe. Oh, that'd be quite good, mightn't it? Might look into that. Yeah, look into that one. I think. Yeah, good. Yes, good. What's the word? Inspiration there. Yeah. Yeah, Twix. I mean, I must admit, I do agree with Alan. The Twixes are a bit of a funny one. Can taste quite underwhelming, really. But I don't know. Sometimes they just really hit a spot. I feel like a bit like that with Snickers as well. But I feel like Snickers might do a better job of it. So I think I stopped getting Twixes. But it's usually when they've been refrigerated from a what's it called? A vending machine. They taste a bit better. You know, that's how I usually get them refrigerated. Same with Snickers as well. Yeah, I find Mars bars taste better refrigerated also. You know, now this one, this was the Krispy Kreme crumbled donut. Yeah, for want of a better, Krispy Kreme crumbled Kit Kat donut, basically. I thought it looked really nice. I mean, look at it. It looks great, doesn't it? It looks really nice. But nonetheless, I only gave it a 3 out of 5. Would a dark chocolate Twix work? Could do, actually. Could do. That would be quite interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think it might do, you know. It would be. I think the chocolate is probably a weak point of a Twix for sure. I feel like the chocolate's not the best. So which probably was why like the flavoured or the different chocolate, like you say, works so well, Alan. So yeah, I think it might do, actually. That'd be quite an interesting one. Yeah, maybe we could change the biscuit to be a dark biscuit as well, just for added effect. The white Snickers ice cream bars are decent. I think they're new. Had one this week, and they're nice enough. Yeah, I haven't seen those before. Look out for those, Andrew. Yeah, the white chocolate Biscoff they've reached to discontinue now. I think the ice cream was very nice. The sticks, you know, like look like Magnums. They were lovely. Yeah, I mean the milk chocolate ones were nice as well, but the white chocolate ones were lovely. Yeah, lovely. I know you mentioned you like the white chocolate Biscoff bars as well. So yeah. I think white chocolate and Biscoff seems to go well. I think white chocolate generally is quite nice, isn't it? It seems to work just quite well in some things, like say Maltesers, Twixes, you know, Kit Kat Chunkies as well. The white chocolate Biscoff filled bars, one of my new favourite bars, yes. And I think I mentioned last week I was a bit disappointed by it, but Scotty really liked that one as well. So yeah, I think I'm in the minority with that one. But yeah, I think Biscoff for me, I'm not a massive. I mean, what do you think to the white chocolate Biscoff Kit Kat Chunkies, Andrew? Do you like those as well? I think Biscoff for me is always a bit. It's a bit of a, I don't know, it's not a very stronger flavour really, and I think that's why doesn't always come across that well with me. But I did just review the caramelised biscuit, which is basically Biscoff, Mr. Kipling Whirls as well. They were pretty good. The Whirls themselves had the usual problem with not enough filling, but the Whirls themselves were like a really soft Biscoff, and it was very nice actually. One of the better Whirls for sure, because the Whirl itself tasted very nice. Yeah. But anyway, these crumbled donuts, yeah, but disappointing these ones. Basically, they look great, but the chocolate filling is very tasty, but there wasn't that much of it. It looks quite a lot there, but there wasn't really that much. And nothing at all of this really resembles a Kit Kat. I know there's some crumbly bits on top, but that's about it, you know. Really wasn't anything like a Kit Kat. They could have done a lot more and making it a lot more interesting. And donuts themselves sometimes are a bit bland, aren't they, unless they get a lot of stuff going on. This one had a bit going on. I think, what did I give it? I think a 3 out of 5 is probably about right again, really, you know. I think that's probably about right. Yeah, so give it the same. But should have been, don't know, it should have been a lot better, that. It should have been a lot better. So, yeah, disappointing. Right, and I think probably the last one for today. Let's have a look. Let's see, where are we up to? I lost where I am. Let's see. Still lost where I am. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yes. There we go. Oh, well, to take off the scores. That's not the scores. I didn't give those. I forgot to reset them. If I can do that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, what did I give this? Yes, these Caramilk. Cadbury Caramilk Crunchy Bites from Australia. These ones got these in B&M. Gave these a 4 out of 5. I gave these. Not a bad score. I thought these would be a lot better though, to be honest with you. The Australian Caramilk is really nice. It's always been a lovely one, really. Nice crunch, but the pieces in them, the crunchy bits, are too small. I just felt that they kind of didn't really work well with the Caramilk. I kind of felt like they were in a bit of conflict with it. You know, the Caramilk's really nice, but the honeycomb taste didn't really work too well with it. And also the pieces were quite small, so it didn't really come across as very honeycomb-like either. So it was a bit of a, I don't know, not quite as good as the sum of its parts, really, and it didn't really work that well. So it was an interesting one. But I feel like the honeycomb just didn't, you know, the Caramilk didn't need another flavour like that. So maybe just biscuit pieces might have worked, or some other flavour, I'm not sure. Or like maybe chewy caramel or something like that in there. You know, something along those lines. So, again, another one. I think probably a 4 out of 5 is about right, really. You know, yeah, it probably is about right, you know. But it just should have been a lot better. Still really nice. 4 out of 5 is still a good score. But, you know, they just, I don't know, just didn't quite hit me like I thought they would do, basically. It's a bit of a shame, to be honest with you. Bit of a shame. Yeah, but there we go. So there we are, guys. What I'll do is I'll put all these links to these in the description after the event. And what I'll also do is I'll put a poll out as well about which one I should do a short of. I've got the one that won the short last time was a Malteser, Black Forest Gatto, I think it was. So I'll have to do the short of that. Probably tomorrow I'll try and do it, and I'll put a new poll out for which one of these, probably from a year ago I think, which one I should review. So the Cadbury Caramel Crunchy Box, do a short of crunchy crumbled Kit Kat donuts, Twix Secret Sense, or maybe even should I do a short of my own bar. I don't know whether I include my own custard cream bar or not. I'm not sure. Seems maybe, I don't know, probably not the best one to do a short of, but you never know. Maybe I will, and maybe I'll put it there anyway. So there we go. Right, so there we are, guys. Yes, there we are. Let's see. I'll just turn off the rest of the lights. So it's been great to see you all again. Good to know, love a look back. Hope you enjoyed it. Very interesting one as always. Another fine selection. Thank you. Hope your weekend is a good one. Thank you very much, Alan. Thank you. Yes. Let me know how you get on with your chocolate, and good luck on the the cutting down. It's very difficult, especially when there's Toblerones out there. But hopefully you'll keep at it. You know, you can treat yourself, once or twice a week. You just got to keep on top of it, I think. I'm looking everywhere for the white chocolates. Yeah, well, I hope you find them, Andrew. I'll let you know, of course, if I see them. Spar, of course, seems to be a good place, as you know. Morrison's perhaps as well. Some of these Morrison stores, like the high street ones. But yeah, hope you have a lovely time in Italy as well. I hope you get some nice snacks. Let me know what you get. Hopefully they don't melt as well. Yes, happy holidays, Andrew. Yeah, have a good one, Andrew. Yeah, all the best with it. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, looking forward to hearing how it goes. Yeah, I'm sure you'll have some nice gelato as well while you're there. Looking forward to seeing the Milka section in Italy as always. That Italy always has, yeah. I remember coming back from Italy, I think I got like a cheesecake Milka, I think, from there. Milka Max one or whatever it was. I think I reviewed that a couple of years back. That was a nice treat as well, nice surprise. Yeah, so yeah, let me know what the situation is. Looking forward to hearing about it. Yeah, sure there'll be some good ones. Just hope it's not too hot and they melt. That's the only problem, isn't it? But there we go. Oh dear. Right, so well, hope you have a good weekend, everyone. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for watching. Everyone who's watching as well. Hope you have a great one. Great to see you all. Apologies I can't gift any memberships this month, or for this week at least. YouTube, I don't know. I couldn't find a way to fix it, unfortunately. Bit of a pain. I think other people can do membership gifting. I've just seen on my thingy-bob. So someone can do it, but they have to pay for it. But I can't give them out for free, and there's just nothing I can do about it. I don't know how to. I'll try one last time, see if I can sort it, but it just doesn't give me the option. It's just not there. So yeah, real pain that, real pain. The airport industry always has huge, very expensive milk bars and lint bars. Yeah, that's where I got it from. Yeah, the airport. Yeah. I think I had some euros left to spend, and I thought I may as well just spend them. I had like 10 euros or something. I thought I may as well just spend it on nice chocolates. So there we go. But yeah, take care and have a good one. Enjoy your holidays. I'll see you when you get back. Yeah, have a great one. Have a great one, everyone else as well. Great. Have a good weekend, Joe and Alan. And anyone else who's watching as well. And anyone else who joined it. I don't think anyone's mentioned anything in the chat. But anyone who was there. And of course, Andrew as well. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Have a peaceful weekend, everybody. Thank you very much, Joe. You too. I'll see you later. Bye for now. See ya.